Wow, what a day into crypto. They are dumping. Um, Ripple held out very well and blipped, and they're back at 7% down. They were always within like 2% or something. Like they really held on. But that's goofy because it's extended. The trend or market trend is extended, so you you would have to assume that it's like a horse race. Um, I actually want to mention that there's this coin called Well, and it would suck if people could pump and dump that, but I assume that they can't because it's not on any of like a lot of the exchanges. But you can download an app on your phone and buy this, and and the what do you call that? I'm new. Anyways, the chart analysis is like steps, and a couple of days back it went 6x, 6x. So if that was a pump and dump, like that would be crazy messed up because well is healthcare for people who can like have access to it in different countries and things like that, and things like that. um, and it's like between doctors and patients actually, and then they use it to set appointments with doctors. So that's another thing. Blockchain, you can register land, you can vote, you can set appointments, and there's coins that are into pay systems like PayPal or Swift, and Swift was blocked in Iran, so I hear, and I can't give credit because I don't know these people's names. These new videos, like I just got interested all at once. So I wish I mean I guess I would like to give credit to because I mean even if I only have 2 subscribers, like anyways, so they're all like almost half. Like they called it a shakeout. Um, wow, like you would have not been able to see this earlier because the chart analysis was like back in the day wasn't really doing this. It wasn't volatile. So the volatility showing up is actually like um good, but not for people who like use 25% I think of Bitcoin's hash power to mine uh BCH. Is it SA? Satoshi. I just put SA. Satoshi's Vision. SV. SV. Like it's funny because like after regulations come, they could look at him like a Ponzi, and um, Roger Ver is this compulsive gambler or something. Anyway, uh, yeah. I have to get a Chrome extension from another computer, and I just bought a Chrome operating system laptop, and it's not able to let the Ripple wallet, you know, like you have to turn off the browser or change browser support, but the browser support doesn't come up in Ledger for me. From I don't know why it isn't for that because it's a ebook. So maybe Chrome operating systems on a computer is fine. You just turn off the browser because it's a computer. But if it's an ebook, you can't turn off the browser. So that's why. Oh fuck! I just learned something. That happened with the Android's uh, tablets when I wanted to take because download a. But I should have looked for a US. No, for the Scantron hard drive. You can there's a two-sided hard drive and one is sized to go into a tablet so that you could take files out, and it wouldn't work for the screen size like 713 millimeter 7 inch something 7 inch something. You couldn't take it, would lock your files in. It's like, oh well, why do I need a fat phone? This is such a big phone to have in my palm of my hand for it not to download files. Like, why do you need a big wide phone? Oh, I got shit. If I wanted to just go off on programming company, not programming, but yo, you can call it that. The uh, iPhones back in before 2010 and 2010, 11, 12 iPhones, the iTunes would come automatically downloaded with U2 album, and I don't know who it is on the cover, but he was getting down and about to unbuckle this man's pants, and I don't know. I guess he's gonna, I don't have the use of both of my hands right now, so I can't demonstrate what he was gonna do, but. You could download other songs for 99 cents or albums, and you can erase them, and that one you can't erase it. And when you get a new phone, it's there again. So like um, it transferred with the data, and you could have bought your you could have bought a phone for your family, kids, and everybody like that. But see, people don't notice shit like that. I'm not saying it's some huge injustice you need to go out and fix it or anything, but I'm saying they slipped it in there though. They really slipped that in there on y'all. And like it's like it's so small that it's like ugh, what the fuck? Like they're socializing being its exposure to the society. This is a society. Yeah, it's a society that where it's the uh, what's it called, the elected, or what's it, not elected, the preferential treatment towards, for, not treatment, preferential, it's like somebody making choices, somebody choosing, like this is like, this has to be here, like for this, oh shit, this needs to be on here. uh, you can't be like, oh, come down on Sonny Bono because he's a globalist. Like, if it wasn't for people like Sonny Bono, then there wouldn't be anything wrong with being a globalist. If it wasn't for that mentality, of like um, making all the choices, French inhaling the entire experience of making selections that are permanent or ones that you can modulate from, like do um, other things and come back to it, and it's still this, and then no, you're interested in this because people go through changes. So I mean, they're just like trying to program people. Like I don't really. There's nothing wrong with being gay. It's just like are they really like doing this all the time? No, like they're just gonna guide people into this. Like we'll take that for you. So come step over here and sign away all your rights after you agree to be molested. And that's a wide umbrella. Like that's a a sweeping generalization, because in the language of the law it's not uncommon to use a sweeping generalization. Anyways, that only means that it's a delay in progress. Like if somebody stopped or halted your progress, it's molestation under the generalistic terms of legalese. Then I don't see what's the problem. But it's only perceived in my mind that people can't handle it. But they are acting a dick most of the time. Then, um, like you know, globalism, the globe, the the globalists. Yeah, like how many? Like I do understand carnation milk to have been poisoned, so to stop milk production and shit like that. That would be um, any scientific or tech information, bio uh, like biological, like any advancements, they're all used against you before they can use them. Before you can use them to any benefit, they're already been deployed and used against you. You know, but then they can fund a campaign to bring awareness, to something, and then they can sweep it back under the table. So it's like they did it. They put the videos out there, and then they file them back away. You know, because see, why would this be important anyway? Shit, it's not related to parthenogenesis, Henrietta Lacks. It's that, or people are like, wow, they really, because the fact that her family trying to get royalties is just, like there's no method to that madness. Um, that's evidence, you know. It's evidence that um, there's a ethereal part of your, like, there's meridians, meridians. It's microcosmic, uh, like a lot of other creatures that are elementals. The elementals are micro. I don't want to go into all of them right now because then I'll just be doing a Bobby Hammett video. You could go do that. Watch on anyway. Um, so an ethereal part of the cell in the immortal cells of Henrietta Lacks was not confined to the interior of the petri dish, so that it was able to rejuvenate the material. The material. Yeah, can we be looking at this material? Well, I mean, it's up to me because for some reason that's significant. It doesn't have to be significant to everybody if they want to do their own thing. But I just think that had to be noted that along with everything else that goes on in that arena of where we're looking at time, it's like through a ball, the globe, the, you know, and um, Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones, James Belushi, Gregory Hines, another dude that was famous for I don't know if I can't remember what that guy was. Maybe he changed. It wasn't. Jeez, one of these. Okay, whatever. But they were in a B movie. They put all these superstars in a B movie, and it was kind of pulp, like detective pulp. It was assy. Anyways, I'm not going back over all that shit. Yeah, remember when I was at the Google complex and I was like, can you find out if the person who was in the video that was released about, can you compare this voice to John Podesta? And they were like, oh, there's no proof that that's John Podesta and could have been fake or something. I want to find out if that was a CGI because the it's indelible. It's like you saw this come out on the internet or you heard it and it was this child screaming and she was saying and he was like what's my name and then he was like she was like John. Then later he's like oh no I'm your he changed his mind. He's like I'm your father and he was like abusing her and it was music from like some soundstage or something. You could see the same light and everything from the soundstage and flickering and after it was like just written off because you couldn't prove it was John Podesta. You never wanted to find out. Nobody ever wanted to ask. I mean, to find out the about the well-being or the um the status, the well-being of the child CGI actor. You know, the fake CGI computer program or who was an actor. Because if you were making somebody that young to act and scream out like that part and play that part, you know, actors go to psychologists for parts that they play too well and touch too well to. So, I mean, that's why Don Lemon, I'm like a little bit curious how you could let that shit just go away. It never happened. So it never happened. You were never, you never dismissed that evidence. So then you don't. There's no part of you that's human that comes back around and says like, "But I wonder about the child, to find out if they're in psychotherapy because they would need psychotherapy if they're an actor." You never even fucking considered that. You fucking prototype zombie. This is how we do all around the kitchen table. No, check this out. I'm gonna come at you like this. This is how we do all around the kitchen table. See, like I like politics just goes where it goes, and they try to get you to encode behind one of two symbols in to be dichotomized and bicurate your smackers. They never get around to shit. If that could be just that just vanished from his prevail. He just I'm like I'm on to so many other things. You got a lot of important business to attend to, my guy. My fucking god. No, you like how is people like because they didn't pay attention. So that explains. So I will excuse people. I will excuse the masses out for not paying attention because I just pay particular attention, I guess, to when I see prototype zombies. When you're saying who did you say his mother must be rolling over in their grave? Kanye? You said Kanye's mother must be rolling over in the grave? Oh, what a prototype zombie type of thing to say. This is how we do all around the kitchen table, and you're jicking with Talib Kweli. You fucking weirdo. See, I see why shit escapes your mind because you got something missing and fucked up there. not it's not a mind.